If you don't know exactly what you're looking for, every time you come to your charts, you're simply gambling. You need to know exactly what you're looking for way before you even open your charts. We achieve this by doing our analysis the night before. That way we know exactly which asset and setup we'll be hunting for the following day. All my videos are meant for those who want to be hunters in this business. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. As you can see in front of your chart, this is crude oil. I took it on Friday. This was 100 points and I took 3 positions. It was a simple win. I'll explain exactly why I took this. And if you look today, I took GPUSD and it was a very beautiful sell. So these are the 2 trades I've taken, and I want to explain my thought process and exactly why I took them. So let's jump into it. As you can see on my screen, I have an indicator, but it has a lot of data points. For instance, we have yesterday's high denoted by this black dotted line above, and if I pull this through, you'll see we have yesterday's low, which is denoted by this black dotted line below, and we have the closing price of yesterday, which is denoted by this red line, and again we have the highs and the lows of the previous week, which is denoted by this pink box here. These are crucial information that we use every day. For example, yesterday's highs and yesterday's lows, most of the days they are going to break one extreme of yesterday's high or yesterday's low. That is to say, mostly they will, if they break the high, they're not all of a sudden going to go down and break the low. No, we do have such days, but they're extremely rare. They are called outside days, but they are rare. If you look on one asset in a month, you might find them 2 times or 3 times. So most of the time they will break one extreme. It's either they're going to break the high and continue, or else they break the high and come back and consolidate. If they want to break the low, then they will break the low, but mostly they are not just going to reverse all of a sudden and go and break the high. Okay, so in my recent video I showed the execution that I took on Monday, okay, and I closed it. So from then they consolidated. Yes, I drew the pattern because I want to see what's happening on my charts, and if you look at my recent video, this pattern was there as I was showing you the trade that I've taken here. Okay, and then on Friday when I came, I realized that 2 things have occurred. Number one, they broke out of the rectangle. Very important, okay, because everybody around the world sees this. So they break out of the pattern, and I know that prices usually go explosively, then they consolidate and continue, or else reverse. Okay, so with this one, what did they do? They went and broke the high. And given what I've just said, that most of the time they're going to break one extreme. And another thing is, if you look at today, there is a war ongoing in Iran, so that obviously affects oil prices. It pushes oil prices higher. Okay, so I knew that this was affected by macroeconomics, and there is a pattern, and they've broken out of the high. So I don't just enter here, because most people will be looking to enter here. No, I don't do that. Why? Because prices never go up in a straight line. If they are going up, they go up, they pull back, they go up, they pull back, they go up. Like, there is structure. They follow market structure. Okay, so that's what I knew. And then when it broke out, I allowed it to go, and I started setting alerts. What I do is I'll set alerts on its way back. I set alerts here, and I set alerts as it comes back in, and that's when it pulled back and bounced where? On the high. And that's what they do most of the time. In my recent video, I've been showing you the very same thing, where they always bounce on the high or the low or the closing price, and they always give you a set of simple candles. When you look at this big one going down, then we have a doji, then we have an engulfing here. It's just that this one's come in a variety, but when you look at this, it's a morning star, where at the high, after it has broken, this move is continuing. Okay, it's affected by geopolitics, it's going up. So I took it on a 1 minute, and I took roughly 100 and something. Let's go to a 1 minute so that I show you why I took it on a 1 minute. Number one reason is the fact that I wanted to take 3 positions, and of course this thing is roughly explosive these days because of the war, and the market overall has a higher volatility if you look at all of them. Okay, so this one was roughly 30 or 40 if I was gonna take it here. So what I did was I went to a 1 minute time frame. So when I came to a 1 minute, as you can see here, yes, they did bounce, but there is something very important that everybody should understand. Let me switch to a line chart so that people can understand this in a simple way. One thing, as they are going down, what are they doing? They're making lows, and eventually they are breaking all those lows. They go down, they make a low, and they pull back, but they then violate the low. They make a low, then pullback, violated low. So all this way down, they were doing the very same thing, violating the lows, and continued violating the lows. So I waited patiently, okay, because I had alert set. So I had an hour time frame, I had a 15-minute time frame, and I had a 1-minute time frame opened because I want to see which one is going to give me the simplest execution. And all of a sudden, what do? They push down. They now break structure. This is a break in structure because structure is broken, right? And then they push all the way up, okay? We want to wait for them to push down so that we can confirm, because it's either they're gonna break this low and continue going down, okay? Because you can't just guess and say I'm entering here. They never go in a straight line. They always do this, okay? They always do this, despite which time frame you're looking at. That's the behavior they're always going to show. So I wanted to see if they're going to push down and eventually come and break this one to show that it is indeed going a bit down, but they failed eventually here, and that's when I actually took it somewhere here. Let me bring back this. You can see I took it here. I took it roughly here, okay? This is where I added. So you can see this was a very good railway track, but I pay close attention to the candles, and this white one did not engulf this one. So there was like, okay, sellers were winning going down, buyers stepped in, but they did not eventually overcome the sellers, okay? They only overcome sellers when they break the high of this one. So I had to wait a little bit, and this is where I actually took 3 positions, and it went straight up 200 and something. But the most important thing here is the structure. Look at structure. Structure gave us crucial information, because even when it's going up, it's breaking up, pulling back, breaking up, pulling back, breaking up, pulling back, breaking up, pulling back, breaking up. You see, so that is exactly what they did here, and that's why I actually took it here. So now let's go to the second one. Well, I have this playbook in my description. It's a playbook that contains all the strategies that I used. It contains the trend continuation, the trend reversal, and the most explosive trading strategy for indices which have different kind of trends. So it's well detailed. It contains everything, but please, when you have it, just print it and always refer to it, because these setups will keep on happening every time. They keep on repeating themselves. Yes, they require patience. So I developed these things for myself, but I realized that most people are still struggling and failing in this industry, so I decided to share it with people. But please don't just have it. Refer to it, master it, and always make sure you understand everything thoroughly. The second one is GU, which I took today. A very beautiful sell, and it collapsed straight. This one was also simple. Let me explain it. Now, when we look at GU, something fascinating actually happened, okay? Number one, when we look at these days here, this is a day we call a climax day, because this move is super big. You don't usually find these moves. These are the moves that happens once in a while, super big moves. And once you get such a move, I've explained this before multiple times, this is not a move you should anticipate a continuation the following day, because this move has done almost double the daily average range, okay? The daily range, you can see this asset all along, it doesn't move this amount of points in a single day, okay? So this did 2 or 3 days on one day, okay, when we compare the daily average ranges. So when you get a day like this, the following day, don't really expect a huge continuation or something else. No, they don't do that. Mostly they go and then they consolidate and do things like that. So I did see this and I waited patiently. So let's see what transpired here. Number one, this gave us an inside day, okay? This is a pause. So there was nothing here. But on Friday, something fascinating did happen. What happened? They now broke the low. Eventually breaking the low rendered this day a failed break, okay? So yes, they did go down, okay, fine. And then on this day, again, they pulled back and just came and break the low. So if you look at this move, another thing that matters is the setup. I have explained the setup multiple times. It's either you're going to get a buy low or a sell high opportunity, okay? A buy low is where if you want to buy, they have, you see they made a high. They push prices down and they come down so that they can push them up. If they really want to go up, they must push prices down to get all the impulsive one and force everybody into a sell so that they can take the opposite direction. That becomes a buy low opportunity. Okay, a sell high opportunity is when you can see, for example, they collapsed heavily. The following day, what did they do? They pushed them up to do what? To get all those who sold here, and also to actually induce people into doing what? Into going long, because people are chasing things without having a solid process. Okay, so when people go up, that's when they want to collapse. So it's very important to understand what setup are they giving you on the day. Okay, because yes, I did advise those who are beginning to actually stay away from things that are inside the weekly range. Yes, but today, for me personally, when I came to my charts, because of course I've been doing these things for many years and I understand a lot of things, so I will say focus on one thing, master it, and then you can add something as you gain consistency in that one thing that you're focusing on. Okay, but to me, yesterday, what did they do? They pushed prices up to collapse them. I did nothing yesterday, okay, because this didn't give me anything, and I know that most Mondays, that's when they are still starting to show directions. Okay, another thing, I knew they've broken down. When they are broken down, what do you see? Let's go to a line one. Okay, a line one, they go probably down, they pull back, they go down, they pull back, they go down, they pull back, they go down. So what we can actually deduce from this is that every time they come and break the lows, what does this mean? This means this is a downtrend. So we did see that this is a downtrend, and by the way, we're not at the high or the low, so you can't just say you're expecting them to pull back. No, we're not at the high or the low. Okay, so with that said, we understood one thing: we were in a downtrend. That is the first thing. Okay, so today, what setup are they giving us? They are pushing prices high. Okay, this is now interesting, but it's not enough. We want them to give us even more information. Where do they push prices to? To this closing price. You can see, to this closing price. Okay, fine. Still, that is not enough. Okay, and then today I switched to a 15-minute time frame. Okay, to be specific, I shifted to a 15-minute time frame. Okay, and when I came to a 15-minute time frame, I waited patiently. You can see they make this high, they go back, now they are making highs, pulling back, making highs, and all of a sudden that's where they push down. I want to see something very interesting. Are they gonna come and break this one? If they do, that simply means this is still an uptrend because of market structure. Okay, they're still making higher highs, but all of a sudden this comes down, and eventually they try to push all the way up, and that's where they fail and give an engulfment candle. Super interesting, because if you look at my entry, it was somewhere here. When it was here, obviously this was already a broken structure going down. That's why I actually held it, and my target, quite honestly, was the low of the previous week, but unfortunately they didn't go that much, and it was actually, I closed it where? I closed it somewhere around here, if I'm not mistaken, 60 something. Yes, I closed it somewhere around here. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere around here. Why? Because you can see, when we look at structure again, you see that, okay, they are going down, pulling back, going down, pulling back, going down, and then all of a sudden they come and do what? They have broken structure. So when they broken structure, you don't want to wait until they come all the way back to the top. Okay, so this is very, very crucial, and this is exactly why I took it, because of the setup they gave here. Okay, this was a sell high opportunity in something that is already a downtrend. Just look at it. This is moving down, moving down, moving down. So this was an easy continuation for 60 points. And just for a bonus, sometimes you have Euro USD and you have Pound USD. Which one do you take? Okay, please pay close attention to this. So because it's confusing, sometimes you have Euro dollar and Pound dollar. Which one do you take? Because I don't just come and decide that today I'm taking the Pound dollar. No, most of the time they might give you the same setup. But even though they do not give you the same setup, you can still find more information. For example, if you come to Euro Pound, you compare the two, because the dollar is the denominator now. Okay, so the only strength that is going to be moving, because they are all compared to the dollar, is either the Euro strength or the Pound strength. So I compare them, okay, by pairing them together. I don't speculate on this one. I just use this one to check what's happening. So you can see Euro pound today went up heavily. What does that mean? That means the pound is weak. How do I know? Of course, yesterday it went up. It went down, but it gave this super big candle up. And by the time I took it, this candle was already printed. This one was already printed. So at this time, you saw that this one is a little bit stronger than the pound. Okay, so this tells you that the pound is weak and the euro is strong. So if I'm gonna buy, obviously I'm gonna buy the euro dollar compared to the pound dollar, but if I'm gonna sell, I'm gonna sell the weakest one, of which in this case the weakest one is the pound. Okay, so let's go to the euro and see what it did. So now if we come to euro dollar, for example, yesterday they gave the same setup. Even today they gave a sell high. They only give a sell high when they pull back and then confirm with a pattern or structure. Okay, this is something you really have to practice, because even for myself, I practice this thing days and nights for many years. So it's not something you'll just understand out of the blue. Yes, it's easy. I try to simplify it as much as I can, but at the end of the day, you still have to put in practice and back testing. Okay, by the way, I have a backtesting tool that I will share with you mainly probably in the next video, which you can use and it might help you. Okay, so look at this. If I was to take this one blindly because the setups were the same, maybe it confirms somewhere here. Just look, this one went 23. Okay, why? Because when you compare them together, you can see this one was strong. So if it's strong, obviously it's not weak. And if you want to sell, you sell weakness and you buy strength. Okay, so if I decided to go today with the euro dollar, I would have got 20 points. But because I compared their strengths every time, I was able to get out with 60 something points. Okay, and it went up to 70. So if you start using this one to compare the two, it's really gonna make the difference. Because before I started doing this, I always worried, because sometimes I'll take the euro pound and the euro USD goes more and the euro pound doesn't even do anything. So that got me worried and I started wanting to understand. Then when I came to this one, I realized that, oh no, I can actually compare them and pair them together, and then I can get the best result, you see. So it's not as hard. It's just putting in more work into practice and learning. Then obviously everything will flow together. Anyway, now, please hit the subscription button so that you don't miss. I try my best to simplify these things and I really appreciate you. Thank you.